Hey guys, welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. Today I'm in 7.1 bringing you Raiding with Leashes IV, Wrath of the Lich King. And that's not a typo, it is actually the Lich King in this one. So the very first place you want to head off to is Ulduar, and you want to head to Ignis the Furnace Master, and he has a chance to drop a pet called the Magma Rageling. Now I'm just going to say right at the start of this video, a lot of these didn't drop. I got one to drop per raid, and according to comments on Wowhead that this is actually quite a low drop chance as well, so these actually are quite rare. So this one is the next one, Razor Scale. He drops an Iron Bound Proto Whelp. Again, no luck sadly. Moving on through Ulduar, we have the Assembly of Iron, and this has a chance to drop the Runeforged Servitor. Now, I'm adding the name of the bosses and the name of the pet, just so you know exactly what boss you're killing, and so you can look up the pet in the pet journal if you want to get a closer look at them. Some of these are pretty cool. The next one is but Sanctum Cub is the pet that she drops. And then we're going to head off to Hodir, who, instead of dropping the Magma Rageling, instead will drop you the Winter Rageling. And I say will drop you, I mean has a very small chance to drop you. He didn't drop it for me, I'll just tell you that right now. So another reason I am actually recording this is because of the day of recording of 7.1 on the Wednesday. If you look in your dungeon journal, the bosses do not actually have these pets listed on their loot tables at the moment, so I'm just doing this to actually show you what bosses you actually need to kill. Now Freya here drops the Snap Lasher, and this is the first one that actually dropped for me. And I will bring it up on screen there. It's just a flower. It's not the best looking pet in the world, but it is one of the new rare ones, and I'm pretty happy to at least have gotten one. There's plenty of people on Wowhead that I've seen who didn't actually get any of them. Now Mimiron here drops the GO-R41-ON Ultra Tonk. Trust Blizzard to give Mimiron the longest and most complicated pet name in the world. Now we're going to head off to Yogg-Saron, the very last boss of Ulduar, and he will drop you the Creeping Tentacle. There is actually quite a lot of tentacle pets that I've realised so far, but it is always nice to see another. He did not sadly drop that for me. And the next raid we want to head off to is Trial of the Crusader. Now, this one is obviously a much shorter raid, and you actually only want the first boss and the last boss. Now, the first boss is Northrend Beast, which drops Dreadmaw and a Snowballed Runt. Now, the very last boss is a new Barak, and you want to go kill him, and he will drop you the Nerubian Swarmer. He actually dropped it for me, as you can see there. And like all the rest, I will bring it up on screen so you can get a good look at it. It does have quite a unique model. But we will be heading off to our very last raid, which is Icecrown Citadel. You may be wondering, what about Naxxramas? They've already covered Naxxramas in a previous achievement of Raiding with Leashes, so these are the last raids to wrap up Wrath of the Lich King. So the first one is Lord Marigar. He drops Bone Shard. Now, that sounds pretty darn cool, and I always love the model for him, but it didn't sadly drop me the pet. Next one is Deathbringer Selfang, and you want to go to the chest around the right. That's where you loot this boss, just in case you weren't sure, and that's where he will drop you the Blood Boil pet. Now, good news everyone! Professor Putricide drops Blight Breath back in ICC. Good to kill Professor Putricide again in one of my videos. And then we head off to Sindragosa, quite near the end of Icecrown Citadel, who will drop you the Soul Broken Whelpling. I was not lucky enough to get any of these pets, but the very last boss, as you guessed it, just to end off the video, will be the Lich King. He can drop you two pets, just like the Northrend Beast in Trial of the Crusader. He drops you the Drudge Ghoul or the Wicked Soul. Now, I'm a bit disappointed with those pets. They are pretty basic compared to what some of the other bosses drop, and especially as the Lich King as well. But I was lucky enough to get one of them, and I did manage to get the Wicked Soul pet. So I got 3 of all of the new pets, and it looks like I will be continuing to farm these 3 raids for the next few weeks until I actually manage to get all of them. Or alternatively, you could do this just to sell them, as they are pretty rare at the moment. But that's all I got for this one. Make sure to subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.